So do you want me to sit down or should I just start talking and dancing and shit? Chill, you look like a classy white nigga. Where you from? Yeah, but where you from though? That's it. You from Westchester? Holy shit! That's what I'm looking for. Somebody from Westchester. You classy? You don't hang out with any gorillas, do you? I'm sick of these motherfucking gorillas. You play basketball? I'm not trying to meet somebody like you actually because I'll have to take care of you on the train. I'm not trying to do that shit. I can't take you to the Bronx to see my friend Maurica. That's it. I might just pick somebody to save you. I can't take you to the Bronx. Look at you to the Bronx. Look at
1 2 1 2. Welcome
Bronx.
to the Rigorous Podcast. I'm Angelo. That's the producer extraordinaire Shannon. And we're here with the queen Maurica.
She was about a half second
Just
too
a
late with that
little.
air horn.
Just a little bit late.
And on America's birthday too, Shannon. That's not patriotic. You should have came in right on there, and we should have played the Star Spangled Banner to start it because it's 4th of July.
What happened, Shannon?
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay.
She's
I'll
a
put it in post.
You'll fix it in post?
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's a Russian bot.
threw-
I knew it. Once she went behind that glass, we couldn't see her anymore. She turned into a Russian bot, Angelo.
You think that's what it is?
I said.
It's just the whole studio, the brand new studio, and it's throwing me off. Like I don't have like I try to think of a new intro, and the last 2 weeks has been the same. You know, I'm trying
Well,
to
listen.
get used to it.
You really married to that 1-2-1-2.
Yeah, well, that's my thing.
I mean, that's from your MC days.
That's my thing, mommy. It's my thing.
Angela, you
it's
think-
my go-to. It's my go-to.
That's your go-to,
It's my
yeah.
go-to. It's my
That's
go-to.
like pop. That's your go-to, pop.
Yeah, pop and mommy.
Angela, you think if you didn't have glasses, you could have been a hip hop star? The glasses really, when you was coming up, it was all about being hardcore.
Yeah.
Today, you could get away with social conscious,
Yeah, yeah.
social conscious,
That's
da
true.
on that
That's
common shit. But back then, you really had to be talking about killing people.
Yeah, you did. And no, I tell you why. Because now with technology and how it is, these glasses should be far thicker.
Yeah.
Right. So now they don't look as thick, but back in the day they were Coke bottles, and you can't be thugging.
You can't be
on
hard
the
like
mic.
that.
No, you can't be thugging on the mic like that, man.
Have you ever gone back and listened to 80s or 90s, early 90s hip hop?
Of course.
It's kind of funny when you do it. First of all, it's the best hip hop.
Right.
But every song.
from 88 to 98 is
That's
the
it.
golden era of hip hop.
But every song is about fucking murdering somebody.
It used to be.
Yeah, drop the 9, get the tag. Go, you know what I'm saying?
It used to be.
I get my sword off, blasting people. That shit is all about killing.
But we had a nice balance, though, right? Because we also had Tribe, and we had
That was just the native tongue
Jungle
movement.
Brothers.
That was it. That was
but they hit hard enough to kind of,
Yeah, but if that
balance it
shit was
out.
the seesaw, then the gangster rap
That's
was
true.
on the ground, and
NWA.
Tribe was. They wasn't enough to balance it out, Angelo.
Yeah, the West Coast would have been winning.
Just de la soul from the soul. They
Yeah.
used to wear African medallions
They
back
used to,
then.
mama.
That's
They
it.
did. And the big hats and yeah.
There was
And
so
patterns.
many cool trends that happened.
Yeah.
Kwame, he came for a second with the polka dots.
With the polka
And
dots.
then he disappeared.
I saw him the other day in an interview, and I'm like, wow, they're still asking him questions. Like, I forgot they were talking about hip hop at some point, and like they asking Kwame, like, how many hits did Kwame have? You think?
Probably 2 or
Right.
1.5.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, but that's how hip hop. That's how it permeated.
That's
right?
how it was
Like
then.
we just remember Kwame with the one fucking hit.
Let me ask you a question. When you saw this interview,
Mm-hmm.
was he blown out? Was he fat? Because that happened.
Nah,
too.
you know what? Nah, he wasn't.
He was still in shape.
Nah, he looked decent. He
Thank
looked decent.
God.
Yeah. Because they let themselves go.
I mean,
right?
serious. Have you seen Grand Poobah? Jesus
No.
Christ. I mean, Grand Poobah.
Really?
Yeah, he blew out. I mean, he always had that potential. You saw it was going to happen eventually with him.
He was doughy. He was
Yeah,
doughy.
but I figure if he stayed famous a little bit,
Right.
He wouldn't. He has form of fame blowout.
Right.
That's what he looks like.
Right. Okay.
You know, he looked like that dude that beat up Mike Tyson now.
Who-
The one that beat
Buster
him.
Douglas.
Buster Douglas.
Buster Douglas is. I haven't seen him lately, but I'm sure.
He's probably.
I'm sure he's huge.
in some chicken wing eating contests. I mean, he blew out bad, Angelo.
So, Mama, it's July 4th. What you doing? Now that you're saying chicken wings, what you doing July 4th, baby?
Favorite time of year.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it. It's hot on the Serengeti out there.
First of all, it's summer. You love your summer.
Love summer because
Right.
this is the summer. This is when the Serengeti is out there. Panthers is activated.
That's right.
We prowling the streets down there,
Right.
trying to catch some prey out here, Angelo.
You catch and pray on July 4th.
Yeah, let the games begin. This is like the Hunger Games for
yeah.
trying to get dead.
How about that?
That's sad.
But does it work though? I mean, is
I
there
Absolutely.
Is there extra dick on the streets on July 4th?
Hell yeah, but there's not a lot of linen pants out there. Somebody needs to put that back into style.
Linen pants.
The only linen pants I see is when I see some Jamaicans. That's it.
Yeah.
They the only ones up on the linen pants.
Linen pants is more suburbs, though, right, Mama? It's not.
It's more Jamaican, really.
Well, yeah, that too. But like, you don't see it like in Lower East Side or.
You don't see it anywhere. You
all
see it
about
in like Georgia, like the Southerners. They be wearing linen
I see what
pants.
you're saying. Yeah. In the mansions with the sweet tea.
Absolutely.
Yeah, mint juleps.
And the Jamaicans
in the Bronx
with those leather sandals. They got a lot of leather on those sandals with little square holes. It's almost a shoe. It's a little shoe with little spaces. They look like incomplete shoes, Angelo. They do, right? I mean, they
don't have the top on them.
They don't have the top, just little squares. It's like either be a shoe or a sandal. That shit is two in between for me, Shannon.
That's true.
Shannon is so far away behind the glass.
I don't like it. Shannon, what are we gonna do about this? We're gonna keep it like this or what?
I think so, but I have a better camera now.
Oh, okay.
It's not through the glass.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I like to look at you. I like to turn to you and see you right there.
What's Shannon doing with that hair now? She look at like Elvira.
No, I put some more pink in it.
Oh, that's a little
If
pink.
you can see it, yeah.
That's like very. What's it like? That ska music. Remember?
Yeah.
What was that ska music? That alternative shit. What is that, Shannon?
Like no doubt.
Like no doubt. That's right. Like Gwen Stefani. She's looking like her hair looks like Gwen Stefani.
Wow. The fact that you guys hit that, I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about.
You don't live in that world.
What do you mean I don't live? I live in this world, our world. But I had no idea where the fuck you were going with
Angelo,
this. How you get no doubt from ska?
Because the hair.
Kind of ska.
They were a ska band. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Those first songs. I'm just a girl living in the world, trying to do all that. That's not really my world. Gwen Stefani became my world when she started doing that shit.
Yeah.
The hip hop songs and all that.
Right.
Yeah. What was some of those big hits Gwen Stefani had?
Like what's the Holla Back Girl?
Holla Back Girl.
I ain't no Holla Back Girl.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's when she came into my world.
Oh, okay. So when she was ska, she wasn't in your world?
That wasn't really my world.
Don't speak.
Nah,
that
that's
was
not
a
my
beautiful
world.
song.
Just like alternative is not your world. You're more like
Alternative is my world.
Nah, you're more spoken word. You go sit and listen to
I
poets.
I do that.
You listen to
sometimes.
poets, Angelo.
I do. I listen. Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course.
Whatever
Of course.
cafe you go into, this is going to smell like
I heard
incense, and then they're going to have juice. They juice in cups and listen to poetry.
I went to an event this weekend. Isabel got an award, right? She got a service award, right? What she does with immigrant kids, and there was this beautiful young Dominican poet. D'Angeli was her name. She was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was captivating.
See, how do I know that about you? That you watch poets?
Yeah, because we've been together for 10 years.
That's right.
Like we know each other.
I tell you, that poetry is not really my thing, Angelo.
No, I know it has to be good. I can't
Sometimes
just sit
it's really
there.
bad,
It's
yeah.
awful. You
Yeah.
just can't sit there and listen to just anything. You know
How
what
come
I
they
mean?
all got that same cadence and
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because I, you know,
Yeah.
just mix that shit up, right? Right, Shannon? Shannon don't care. Shannon Shannon likes destruction music. Burn it down, burn it down.
No, that's not true.
Or Amisley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Those are her
it.
two extremes.
That's true. But she does like Slayer too, right? You like Slayer.
You like Slayer?
No.
No,
No,
holy
I
shit.
don't. I don't like the hateful music.
So you don't like any hardcore, any heavy?
I don't think so. Like I like a guy standing on stage with a guitar and just singing.
Sing the songwriter.
Yeah.
First name Amos, last name Lee.
Yeah.
You're very particular,
Yes.
Shani.
Only in certain pictures does she like him.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
certain pictures.
Certain pictures.
Certain
Yeah.
pictures.
You remember when that
Yeah.
time in the other previous episode she got picky with the fucking picture?
Yeah.
Same person. She didn't like the picture.
Who was it? It was JFK or something.
Yeah. I think
It
that's
was
the one.
JFK.
Jr.
It was JFK
she saw,
Jr.
yeah, she saw a picture of JFK. Say, "Oh, he's hot." No, I don't like him there.
Not that
Oh, I
one.
like him there.
But you know what? That's how we are, Angelo.
Yeah.
That's
When you
how
say
women
we,
are.
what do you mean?
Women.
Everyone or
no,
women?
women. Yeah.
Oh.
Like you always hear, like you always ask a woman, you're like, "Do you like Leonardo DiCaprio?" They
Right.
say, "In The Departed." I'm like, "That's the same motherfucker. It's still Leonardo DiCaprio." But
Not-
they're like, "I like Departed Leonardo,"
Not-
because
not-
we like to live in a fantasy land.
So not Gilbert Grape. Like you
Not
can't.
gay, not that one.
But you got to understand him. If you take him in The Departed, you got to take him in Gilbert Grape. It's the same dude.
Well, that's what women. That's why we like to live in a place that doesn't exist.
So in your head, right? When you're with the dude, in your head, you're constantly seeing him as The Departed?
As The Departed.
At no point do you think Gilbert Grape, and when that thought comes in, you just get that out?
That's a different character. We like fictional. He's fictional, and that's in The Departed, Leonardo DiCaprio. That character.
Yeah.
Particularly, but that's the problem. We want Leonardo DiCaprio to be Leonardo DiCaprio,
right?
But we also want him to be of the cop in Boston. At the same time.
Okay.
But it doesn't exist. So that's what it is, Angelo. That's the problem.
It sounds complex,
It's very complex.
It's unfair. It's fucking unfair to the poor guy.
Because listen, we don't want the undercover cop in Boston for real.
Right.
Unless he's Leonardo DiCaprio. So that's where the problem comes in. Because that's impossible to be Leonardo DiCaprio and the cop in Boston.
So if you happen to meet a nice guy who happens to be an undercover cop from Boston,
he has to also be Leonardo DiCaprio. That's the only problem, Angelo.
So you wouldn't fuck with him, even if he's a nice guy.
That's it.
It has to be everything.
That's it. That's what it is.
That's not fair. That's crazy.
Shannon really lives in this world, this psychological world.
I'm realizing that as you're saying.
That's it. She really
Shannon,
lives in that world.
This makes perfect sense to you.
Yeah.
Because I even do that like with guys that I date, where it's like I liked him this day, but when he did this one thing, I hated him.
That's it. She likes Amos Lee right here in this box of unattainable. As soon as he get 1 inch closer to attainable, she's switching to Eddie Vedder. She's switching to Eddie Vedder. Song. She like that singer-songwriter dick for the 4th of July. She like somebody to say, oh yeah, you want Amos to say, is he going to do a version of the national anthem for 4th of July? Is he on that resist shit?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Where would he do it on this?
Where's your resist shirt? You're going to be. I know you got a resist shirt.
I mean, I have a couple, but I'm not. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I'm just.
You could be more moderate now. You're not on the Daily Show anymore. You don't have to hold your tongue when shit is ridiculous on that side too.
We should have had a pool, Shanny. Like how long before the Queen brings up the fact of the Daily Show?
Because you had to keep shit really left while you was on that show.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, but I'm a left-leaning dude anyway. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah, you are.
But sometimes I don't care about the political affiliation. I call bullshit on everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
Absolutely. There's a lot of bullshit on the left. But mommy, so are you checking out cookouts? What are we doing?
I'm trying to, absolutely. I posted a video on my Instagram. I told the people what I'm looking for.
What you looking for?
I'm not trying to go to no barbecues this 4th of July where I'm seeing any Air Force Ones.
Right.
That's it. I see any white Air Force Ones or any T-shirts that look like dresses.
Right.
White T-shirts down to the knees.
Right. Dudes wearing.
That's right.
Yeah.
I ain't going to that barbecue.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to. I want to go to a barbecue with Alexa playing the music.
Okay.
Not some fucking FM AM radio deep with a tape cassette in there, Angelo.
Mommy, that's fair.
The music better not be coming from somebody's fucking car. Right. I don't want to see any concrete at this fucking barbecue. I ain't barbecuing in a public park, Angelo. I'm not doing that.
I know. We do it a lot, though.
I need to be on a boat. There needs to be a boat in the background.
Right.
In the background.
Yeah.
That's why we need to barbecue. There needs to be asparagus at that fucking barbecue. I need a barbecue with vegetables.
You need, because
2-tier grill with the vegetables up here.
Yeah.
And the chicken or the fish down there.
Down the bottom.
I'm not trying to do no burgers, Angelo.
Yeah,
I'm not doing a Pathmark BBQ. That's it. I've been doing that shit too long. I'm going to Westchester for this fucking barbecue.
So Pathmark BBQ is not happening.
You know what I'm doing? This.
But mommy, you remember back in the day?
Will you come with me?
Where?
Well, we just go to Westchester.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You don't have a car, right?
No.
Shannon, you got a car?
No, I don't.
Nobody's got everybody.
Nobody has a car.
This place is too New York City as shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you.
So tell me, because
if there was an alien attack in New York City and the only way we could survive is to drive out of here, motherfuckers would be trying to run to Long Island.
Right.
Nobody drives here.
Nobody. But we could take Metro North. Metro North is classic.
So the three of us, this is what we do tomorrow.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
We should just rent a car. We try to drive it. Thelma and Louise shit. If we crash it, we crash it, right?
Cool.
We rent this car.
Okay.
And then we look for the smoke. We look for the barbecue. We smell the smoke, right? And we follow wherever.
We follow the grilling.
We follow that grilling.
Yeah.
And then we just show up in somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
Because they always have an entrance from the front on those side gates in those classy
yeah.
houses.
Right.
And then we just in there. And then boom, we crash that barbecue.
Now.
And asparagus like shit.
Right.
That's it.
So like I find like if there's a technique, right?
You look like you belong there.
We start serving ourselves, and someone comes over and says, "Hey, how you doing? Like who do you know?" And we say, we're Tiffany. You know what I mean? Or we're with, you know what I mean?
Somebody in there going to be named Tiffany.
Right.
That's
we're with Todd.
I'm telling you, Angelo's
Have
fucking
you seen
funny.
Todd? Todd is over there.
That's it.
It's the same thing like with a black barbecue. Like, yo, crazy, we're having a Darnell. Darnell crazy. Help yourself for some more.
That's it. that we in there.
Exactly. So you
Tiffany's the perfect name too.
Yeah.
Tiffany or Todd or Tad.
Or Todd or Tad.
Yeah, that's it.
Or the twins, Todd
Yeah,
and Tad.
that's it.
Also, if we just bring a bottle of booze,
Hey,
and it's like we're supposed to be there, we'll all split it.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Absolutely. We get. It's got to be rosé, though. We can't be coming in there with a bucket of Coors Light. We can't be doing that. We got to come with rosé.
For three motherfuckers without a car, we got ideas.
Absolutely.
That's perfect. We can
Angela,
do
nobody
this.
going to question you.
Nobody?
Nobody. You be coming in with that pink linen shirt with the glasses, with
yeah.
the Chuck Taylors.
Right.
You look like a professor has the summer off. You don't do summer classes anymore at Baruch College.
I don't have to.
No, you got tenure.
I'm beyond. Yeah, I'm beyond that.
You look like you teach at Baruch. Seriously.
You always say I look like I teach community college. But now you're really specific with Baruch.
Baruch, you look like
what
a Baruch.
changed? What switched?
I don't know. You just look like you walk
As
to and
I've
from work.
aged.
Yeah, you look like you work to and from work on 14th Street. I just see you with one of those mailman bags going to class.
Yeah.
Head in the air, fucking arrogant as shit.
Yeah, one of these.
One of those that you have right there. I'm telling you, Angelo, you should just show up at that building and go to a room and see if kids show up.
Just randomly, like hello class,
But
and then just bounce.
The only problem we were having when we snuck into this barbecue, right?
What's that?
In Merrick. What's in Long Island? No, we're going
We're going to Westchester.
Yeah, so West Nyack or
Let's go to where we going?
West Nyack is or
yeah.
Katona. We in Katona.
Oh, White Plains. We can go to White Plains. We can go.
You need to get class at
Dobbs Ferry. Dobbs Ferry.
Holy shit!
Dobbs
We
Ferry.
in Dobbs Ferry.
In
The
Dobbs
only
Ferry.
problem we're going to have in there, me and you going to get by, because my charisma, rigorosity, boom,
right.
boom, boom. They asking questions. Next thing you know, they caught up in the charisma.
Right. So your charisma, kinetic. I'm like professor looking. So who's gonna be the problem? The three of us.
Problem might be Shannon.
Yeah, you
that's
think
what.
so?
But you know what happens, Shannon? This is where you're going to be your cover.
Okay.
You tell them that you friends with their kids. You say, "Oh yeah, I'm the son Tony's. I'm Tony's friend from high school," and then they say, "Oh, that's why she look like she don't have a day job."
Yeah.
And that's how it is. Cause her hair. Come on, Angela. Let's be honest.
I heard it's
She don't
not
have
that.
day job hair.
No, and my tattoos, I think
That's
what.
right.
Yeah.
She look like she friend with one of those suburban kids. You know what I mean?
Shani works hard to look like she doesn't have a job.
That's it.
She works hard. That's high maintenance.
She don't
man.
got day job hair.
She don't have.
She can't show up to be a paralegal like that, Angelo.
And she would be an amazing employee, though.
She's
She'd
the
be
best.
fantastic.
She's great here.
But she works hard at looking like she doesn't give up. Like she doesn't want to.
We keep it real here. We're New York City and
Absolutely.
shit. I don't have to say it all the time. Angelo, if you was going to get your heart checked, which you will soon, right? Right? You're going
How often am I supposed to get my heart checked?
I mean, you should be doing that shit on a weekly basis to keep tabs on that with that EKG.
Right.
Let's
So,
say you're going to get an EKG, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the EKG tech, the nurse comes in, and she got purple hair. Are you a little nervous about the shit is being done right? I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But you understand, my cardiologist is Haitian, so I'm kind of used to that. That crazy shit.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
But if I was gonna
Shannon will be the most professional looking person in that fucking patient doctor's office.
probably.
See a goat walk by in there.
If Shani came in to take my blood, I would not. It'd be okay. I think it'd be okay.
Oh, that's sweet.
You saying just all purple?
That's you almost had the
Like
same. You almost had the same vocal tone when you said
Yeah,
that, as the same as when you said, "Yeah, I'll do your podcast." You had that same level of. You hit a higher note, like
I'm doing-
Oh, Shannon, yeah, I would. No, that would be cool for you.
I'm doing her podcast, mommy. I couldn't do it July 18th.
You doing it July 18th?
I'm doing it July 18th.
Okay,
right? It is right, Shani.
Yes,
You
yep.
still got me. Or
That's
did
it.
you
Everyone
just
heard.
skip it?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, we rocking it. We rocking it
They
out.
got a better chance of getting those Peruvian kids out the cave than you doing that fucking podcast.
Yo, this story is crazy. It's from Thailand. They're like a
they're in
Thailand soccer team. I mean, that's insane.
How they got in a cave?
There's like 13 of them, right? 12 kids, one coach.
That's it.
They get in this cave. They were gone for 9 days. No one knew where they were. They found them on the 9th day or on the 10th day. They're alive. I have no idea how they got there. And it possibly could be months before they save them.
I got so many questions.
Yes, mommy.
How, Shannon, do we know how these people got
Yeah,
in this
Shani.
cave?
Let's figure that out.
I'm
If you can
bringing
look
up the
that
article, yeah.
Because Angelo put it on the agenda, but he don't know shit about it.
I gave you the same information
You gave
got.
the same information that I had. I mean, I heard the headline, but how did they get in there, Shannon?
Okay. Here we go.
Pull that
All right.
shit out.
Thais reacted with relief and jubilation after rescue teams reported that they found them. Rescues at the scene. Exchange high five. Okay. Release a video and tape encounter. 13, brilliant. Okay, let's scroll.
We need to have a pre-production meeting next time.
I didn't think you were going to call me on this. And I knew I didn't know.
Well, you think we was just going to talk about a story about some soccer team in a cave, and we wasn't going to figure out
they hiked down there. It's obvious that they hiked down there.
And so how come they can't get them out? That's what I'm curious about.
Here we go. They became stranded in the dark tunnels by a sudden and continuous downpour. So it flooded. Oh, I didn't know that. So they were in the cave, and it rained, and so it flooded, and so it rose.
Thailand rains like that.
Yeah, and so they couldn't get out because of the...
That's what it is.
It was starting
so
to
they was
flood.
hiding from the rain.
Right.
That shit flooded. They got stranded in the cave.
Yeah.
For 9 days.
Right. So now they have
shit.
to know how to scuba dive in order for them to come out, because some of the passageways are so thin, they're so narrow.
They have to do it. They teach them how to scuba dive.
Yeah, in a matter of days. And it's like professional scuba divers who've been doing it for years. They would have a hard time doing it. It's crazy on how.
Well, when is the rain? Is it going to dry up or?
Well, that's what they're hoping. They're hoping for the levels to lower.
Can they bring them cheeseburgers or something to eat?
They're bringing them food. They are going to give them food and stuff. But they talk about it possibly could be months more.
Holy shit.
How do you survive that?
I don't know what you're doing practicing soccer in a place that there's a potential you're going to get trapped in a cave. You know what I'm saying?
You think they were in the cave practicing soccer?
I've never seen a soccer field that's close to a place where you're going to find yourself stranded for 9 days.
Well, maybe it was just a class trip.
Maybe
they just went away, you know?
We really need more information on this.
Well, I mean, I don't have that information, but I think I provided enough information.
There's a lot of unanswered questions here. We're going to have to...
With them. They can't answer any questions.
Yeah.
You know?
So they from Thailand?
They're Thailand, yeah.
Holy shit.
They're Thailand.
So I'm glad they're okay, though, Angelo. It's good that you finally brought an uplifting story here. To really challenge my brain to keep it uplifting.
How about LeBron going to the Lakers,
Thank
mama?
God, I thought you was going straight to dead journalists. Shit. I know that's on the agenda.
I think it's ridiculous. That he... Okay. But he did it today. My issue with this, the 5 journalists that were killed.
Oh, wait, no, you was hot with the LeBron shit.
Yeah, wait.
Okay,
you brought it up. The 5 journalists that were killed, all right, was a tragedy. Another mass shooting, and the president just refused to put the flags at half-mast because of his ridiculous feud with the media. But today, I guess he realized I should put him half-mast, so he did. But it's just that petty, ridiculous shit. But LeBron is with the Lakers.
That motherfucker is disrespectful to a level that we haven't seen it in. It's almost so disrespectful you almost fucking you almost respect it. You're like, this motherfucker.
It's almost like it's this mutant power. Like that's his power. If he was a supervillain, his shit would be disrespectful.
He don't got that vibe like he's going to be around for a long time. You know how those people who spiral fast
just don't give
he's spiral
just fast.
So anyway, on to LeBron James.
LeBron James is a Laker.
Anyway, sorry for those people. We always on the podcast. Sorry.
Absolutely.
You know, we're thinking about the families. It's a real tragedy. It's unfortunate this shit happens every week in America. We need to fix this shit.
Yep.
So sorry, it's very tragic.
Absolutely.
Anyway, LeBron James.
To the Lakers.
Yeah,
what do you think, baby?
Holy shit. There was a lot of news yesterday. Yeah.
Chris Paul resigned.
With Houston. Then we had LeBron James. He's going to LA. He's going to LA to become a mogul. He's going to become Magic Johnson. We hope he doesn't get HIV out there. Cause they have a lot of sex parties out there, Angelo.
Yeah, I think they fixed that, though. I think they're very they protect themselves.
Magic Johnson looks healthier than people without HIV. It almost makes you want to get HIV to look that good. Shit.
I was watching an interview today with LeVar Ball.
I'm more scared of bedbugs than HIV. Now they're curing that shit.
They are.
Holy shit.
Still don't want it.
I don't want to. If you have bedbugs,
still don't want it.
Yeah, I'm like, I see something on your bed. Like, what the fuck is that right there?
HIV.
Yeah, that's it. I be googling too. They tell me, oh, that's just a piece of sock. I pull up Google. I said, let me fucking Google a bedbug, see what it looks like.
They look like apple seeds.
They do?
Right, yeah.
Oh, you have bedbugs too?
No.
Classy. That's the shit.
You like that shit?
Well, I like the kids that usually getting that. They brought that. These kids from Ohio and all that shit. They brought that to these bars.
Right, to the bars, and
they brought that.
And you like hanging out.
I saw one crawling in one of their beards once.
In their beard?
Yeah, he was drinking a beer, and I saw one come out of his beard. That was disgusting.
What did you say?
I was like, you're gross. Look, because a lot of these kids...
Was it a dude you were talking to?
I
Like you were
happened to be
kicking it
talking
with?
to him, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing about these hipsters.
Okay.
I'm talking to your people, because you're one of them.
I'm not a hipster. no.
Absolutely,
I
you
am not a
are.
hipster.
Holy shit.
Hey, Shannon, you think I'm a hipster?
You went to a poetry reading.
You have a little air of hipster.
That's insane.
Absolutely.
First of all, I went to an award ceremony that Isabel got an award for, and there happened to be a poet there. That's number one. Number two, fuck you talking about, Shanny?
Shani's
What's
from
that
Brooklyn.
air? What's that air?
You have a vibe like you came from another place, Angelo.
What the fuck's that mean?
But it's not an insult necessarily.
No,
I mean,
I'm not. I'm actually not taking it as an insult, but I'm curious about
you
that.
snobby. That's it. You're a little snobby.
So you're saying hipsters are just generally snobby?
They snob. They never happy. They always critical. They criticize. They looking for righteousness. All that shit.
Right.
They don't really.
But isn't that what everybody wants?
A
Righteousness?
little bit, but at least.
You want the right shit to happen at all times.
But New York City, we not. We real. We understand what's we practical. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to say. We
Right.
still a little practical.
Right.
We know what's possible and what's impossible.
Right. And the hipsters here are transplants.
They just
so
disingenuous.
that's right. So
I
that's
don't believe them.
That's
You know
why-
what I'm saying?
You believe me?
I believe you. That's right. You're not a hipster.
Then I'm not a hipster.
See, because what they say, they were justice. All these hipsters, they be like, justice. We want justice. This right. This wrong. This right. And then we're going to take care of this. And then they like. But I bet you, if you put that shit in their neighborhood, they wouldn't like that shit.
Yeah,
They would flip. So they put it on Twitter.
Right.
But if that shit was in their neighborhood, they would say, "Get it out of here."
Get it out.
They don't want that shit.
Get it out of what?
Get out of my fucking neighborhood. But they would say, "Hey man, hey man."
Do it as they
Yeah.
Amos Lee. Howard Amos Lee said, "Get out of
Can't
here."
get out of my neighborhood.
Which, ironically enough, we're talking about this weekend.
Yeah, they love irony too.
Yeah, they do.
They're wearing their Atari
Yeah,
shirts.
yeah.
The thing is, they think that they're so unique. That's
Right.
the funny thing. But when you look at them from an outside perspective,
Right.
they all the fucking same.
Yeah.
And they just dirty kids.
Right.
Them motherfuckers need to shower
Right.
and groom a little bit.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So I was at a hipster amalgamation. I went to a rally this weekend.
I know you did.
I went to a rally this weekend for the separated families and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's all you saw. All you saw these hipsters with their signs and their beards and their sandals.
Little dirty.
Very dirty.
They need to shower.
Yeah, very dirty. And
You're not that unique. You're not that different because you all look the same. They the most unoriginal. Trying to be original, they all unoriginal.
They
But how you not even going to bring up this bitch that won the Congress? That's not even on the fucking alert. How you didn't even put it? She is kinetic as shit. She's 28 years old.
Alexandria. Oh, you know what, baby? Like
How you
all
forgot
fucking
that?
all night. I'm like, there's something else, and I just
We're
could
talking
not.
about poets, but we ain't talking about this shit.
Alexandria Ocasio, yo.
That's sad. From the Bronx,
From
too.
the BX,
And
28
then
years old.
She was educated in Westchester.
Yeah, she was.
She was up there in
Yeah.
York Heights.
Yorktown Heights.
Yorktown Heights.
That's nice up there, Yorktown Heights.
I need to get up there.
Yeah, you should. That's right, man.
She living that dream, and then she look at that leapfrog situation.
Yeah, didn't
Bronx, Westchester, Congress. That's it.
That's like your dream come true.
That's the dream right there. That bitch, I'm jealous of her.
Oh,
But look, she's really articulate.
yeah, she's.
I think
bright.
she's really passionate about the people.
She is.
And it's nice to have a different voice in the Congress. Let's see what she does.
She took out the dude that was there for 10 terms, man.
Yeah, he was there for a long time,
Enough.
yeah.
Enough. You know, that's
I don't know nothing about I'll be honest with you, Congress. I don't
Well,
know.
Joe Crowley.
I never even heard of him before this.
Joe Crowley he was like one of those deep-seated Democrats. The dude was in the middle of it, back-channeling everything, and he's been there too long, and it was time. Alexandria Ocasio. What was her name? Alexandria something Ocasio. What's the middle? Anyway, good on her.
What
You're
was
right.
it? What was it? Cortez? What was
Cortez
I think
Ocasio
so.
or Ocasio-Cortez?
But she didn't take any corporate money for her campaign. She didn't take
She
any
didn't
corporate
take
money.
any corporate money?
She took zero corporate money.
Really?
Donation. That shit is impressive.
That's
I
very
want to
impressive.
see money out of politics. I don't care what fucking party you are,
Yeah.
what you believe, small government, big, all that
right.
bullshit.
That's right.
You know what I like to see?
What, baby?
Corporation money out of fucking politics.
Yeah, you're right.
Separation between the private and the public interest. I would like to see that, Angelo.
Right.
I mean, I don't know no fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's not my world.
Right.
But I know that enough.
Right.
I know.
mean, it makes perfect sense.
I know when
because
somebody's paid off.
favors are expected.
Exactly. I know how that envelope works. What's her name, Shannon?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah.
That's it. Cortez.
Good on you.
Good on you. That's it. You get 5 that's it. That's it. That bitch is rigorous. I love her.
I mean, that's quite especially with no money, like you're saying, like just personal donations.
And you know, she was a little girl. She was watching us on there.
You think
she
so?
Probably came to a show. She
probably did.
She from the Bronx, and then she fucking moved to Westchester.
Yeah. Alexandra, if you're out there and you're listening, or if anybody knows her, like have her reach out. Like
she can't do that now.
No,
she can't say she listens to this shit.
No, I mean,
she get fired from the government. This shit ruin your political career.
Or it can enhance it.
I
mean, we're talking about something different now, right? With this, the country's going.
I say the word dick a lot on this podcast. You can't run for office with the amount of times I talk about wanting to suck dicks.
Not to mention
you can ruin your whole fucking career with me. That's it. I love to suck a congressman's dick on the down low.
Really?
That would be fun. He put me up in a little townhouse out there in D.C., little Georgetown. You know, because they all got fucking that dirty money and they get a townhouse.
They do.
And that's what they keep their hoes in, that townhouse.
Yeah.
You know, just be up there. He put me up in there in the townhouse. I'm living in Georgetown out there.
It's nice over there.
You know, he's from North Dakota or whatever. He comes into town when they need to vote and shit.
So when he's out of town, you stay? Or do
but
you come back home?
I put do whatever I want. That motherfucker put me up. He paying for my silence. At that point, he paying for my silence.
Right, but what would you do? Would you stay?
I would spend his money. No. I mean, what are you talking about?
Of course you're going to spend his money. But would you stay there, or when he's not there, would you stay there?
I will frolic around here a little bit.
So you come back and
I'll
forth.
be frolicking around D.C.
You come back and forth.
Yeah, it's hard to be outside New York City for too long.
Right, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, but I'll be frolicking. I'll be like, yo, look, I need that Amtrak ticket to go straight up to Westchester. Boom. I'll be back and forth. I'll be bi-coastal over there. I'll be in D.C. and then I'll be back up in Westchester.
That would be actually good practice for you to be out there, to practice for you for Westchester.
To Georgetown.
Absolutely. When you finally make it to Westchester.
Yeah, I'll be frolicking around D.C. and Virginia. I'll be all over there.
Alexandria.
Yeah,
hey, that's her name. Alexandria, Virginia, and that's her name, Alexandria.
It was meant to be this topic.
Yeah, I suppose.
What can I tell you?
LeBron is with the Lakers, mama.
Yeah, LeBron's with the Lakers. But the bigger news is as soon as he did that, this shit is like the Cold War.
Okay.
That's what the free agency in the NBA has become like the Russia-United States Cold War.
Right.
And right now,
Why you say that? Why
because they getting nukes. Everyone acquiring nukes.
Yo, Golden State
went and got another nuke. How many fucking nukes you gonna get?
How about that, yo?
But you know,
how about the Lakers getting LeBron and just Golden State said, all right,
yo, how
I dig you and I raise you.
Now, ladies, I'm sorry. You should listen to this so you have this a little conversation. If you said this tonight to your boyfriend, you can use listen. You sitting on the train right now listening to this. Mm-hmm. I know your eyes look like Shannon right now, fucking tuned out.
Right.
You tuned out like Shannon.
Glazed.
But listen, you glazed out right now. But if you listen to a little bit of this, just remember 3 shits, you getting your pussy eating tonight. I'm trying to tell you, if you came home and tell your boyfriend, how do the Golden State Warriors only give Boogie Cousins $5 million? How they got him for? Your boyfriend going to look at you like he's in love for the first time.
That's true.
Angelo, talk for the boys for a second. How nice is it when your girl knows a little bit about the fucking
amazing.
sport? Just a little bit.
It's amazing. It's fantastic.
That's it.
It just opens up this whole other dynamic to the relationship. It's fucking awesome. You just don't have to talk about dumb shit.
You feel like you got a friend for a second.
It feels like you have
Even
a
if
friend.
you faking it, ladies.
Yeah.
Even if you only remember 3 fucking words.
Or don't fake it. Like, get into it because it's exciting.
Don't listen to him. I understand how the female brain works. You can only hang on for so long.
All right.
You hang on for so long.
Yeah.
But listen, if you remember the words Boogie Cousins,
Right.
$5 million, Golden State Warriors, 1-year contract.
1 year.
How did that shit happen? Because he should be getting paid a lot more.
So let me ask you, how do you think? Right, because Tika and I were talking about that. How did he get paid just $5 million? How did they?
Why did he want only five for 1 year?
Because he wanted to chip.
I
wanted
guess he
to
wants
win.
to chip, but
He
that's
wants to
crazy.
win.
I mean, his money's that long.
It's probably pretty long.
Maybe the thing is something
long.
really bad happened with that Achilles injury. Maybe we don't know, because he had that Achilles injury. Maybe he knows. Maybe the teams know. Yeah. Maybe everybody knows.
Right.
Boogie Cousins ain't going to be Boogie anymore.
You may be right.
He's not going to be Boogie. He's going to be standing on the side of the dance floor, Cousins, not Boogie. I don't know what happened there. He's going to be sitting down at the party, Cousins. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes it gets a little weird. His name is Boogie.
I know.
So Boogie mean he really doing it?
He's dancing.
But
now because of his Achilles,
he's sidelined. He's sitting on a folded chair at the dance, Cousins. Oh man, I wish more men wish into this podcast. That's a really good joke. His nickname is Boogie, ladies.
Right. So Boogie, Boogie's dance.
I love the name Boogie.
I like it too.
That's a great name.
Boogie Cousins.
He's wild too.
That's some of his nicknames. Some Boogie.
Yeah, but all these teams, this free agency is getting a little out of hand. Now it's officially out of hand, Angelo.
It's gonna get crazier.
It's starting to the fans is starting to feel like it's really ruining the NBA because then before the season starts, everybody knows this shit is going to be Golden State.
Right.
Golden State, one other team, two other teams. That's it. But nobody can take nobody. Golden State has a fucking All-Star team. Now they literally have 5 All-Stars.
They do have 5
When has that ever happened in the history of the NBA?
They do have 5 All-Stars.
I mean,
maybe the Celtics of the 80s and the Lakers of the 80s. Maybe
they didn't have 5 All-Stars.
Like the Celtics, they had Parrish, they had McHale and Bird, they had Dennis Johnson. And who was there too?
Yeah, but Dennis Johnson was like...
He was an all-star, man.
He was an all-star a few times.
Right, I'm not saying... Yeah,
You know
but he was an all-star.
I mean, Danny Ainge's an all-star 1 year too.
Well,
he wasn't a perennial...
Dennis Johnson would be the Klay Thompson of the
Sort
Celtics,
of. Not
right?
even, though. Because Klay Thompson's perennial all-star.
Yeah,
so,
Dennis Johnson was a great
Yo,
point
but
guard.
Boogie Cousins a centerpiece.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
is.
centerpiece. So
Yeah.
that fucking team has 3 centerpieces on there. That's crazy, Angelo.
It is crazy, buddy.
Holy shit.
So I'm watching an interview I was mentioning earlier with LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball, Lonzo Ball's father. And LeVar insists that Lonzo is going to make LeBron better.
He's going to make him.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, this kid, the media just listening to whatever his father said. Lonzo.
Why are
I
they
think it's
listening to this?
Because he likes to say
motherfucker?
crazy shit.
Oh my
He's
God.
the Donald Trump of fucking sports media.
Jesus.
Everything that comes out of his fucking mouth. I mean, really? He going to make LeBron better?
Yeah.
How about that's the other way around? LeBron going to make that fucking can't shoot motherfucker better.
Yeah.
He shoots
He
like
just
he's 7
insists.
years old. He don't have enough muscle in his arms to get the shot up.
He just insists.
But he's
Lonzo
a good
something-
player. He's a good player.
Oh, he's good.
He's a good player.
He's good, and he's going to get better. But
He's going to get
Shut
a lot
the
better because
fuck.
LeBron's there.
So what do you think is happening with the Knicks, baby? And then we move on.
I mean, I heard a rumor maybe Dolan's going to sell that team.
Right.
That's the best thing
the
that can
best
happen.
shit. If that happened, that'd be the best
Holy
move. That'd be the
shit.
best move in the free agent season
I mean, he's a wicked. I mean, he's the
the
worst.
worst. He's the worst.
I mean, listen,
of all time.
there's no excuse. Listen, we live in New York City.
Yep.
Our teams need to be fucking winning championships at least once every 10 years.
Yeah.
And we got it in football. We get it in baseball. But this next shit is a tragedy.
It's been a disaster,
I
man.
miss
for so
Pigo. I
long.
miss my team. I
Yeah.
miss those days, John Starks and all that shit.
Yep,
I miss it, Angelo.
Mommy, Joe Jackson died. Michael Jackson's father died.
Oh,
Janet Jackson's father died.
He whipped-
Tito Jackson's father died.
That motherfucker.
Randy Jackson.
He whipped them all into shape.
He did.
he made the most out of them.
Yeah, he
You
did.
can't make omelets without breaking a few eggs.
Over your head.
He broke.
Right in your face.
You cannot make omelets. Listen to the parents out there.
Right.
Look, he was probably a little too hard. He squeezed Michael a little too hard that he started climbing trees. I mean, everything has consequences when you probably have like when you're teaching somebody to dance and he does one wrong step, you flog his legs
Yeah.
with a whip and shit.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But Michael learned to dance. He did learn to dance.
Yeah, he whooped
He
him
made
into
him
shape.
do it right.
And there could be no, like, if they decided to, like, bring up charges of abuse against him, it's like, really?
He would just go, it was called the 70s. Your Honor, my defense is it was 77.
Yeah.
And I needed to make my kids stars.
And look at their bank accounts.
I mean, seriously.
Who's really abused here?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I
But-
mean, you can't make omelets without breaking a few eggs.
He was a weird dude. He was a weird dude.
I
though.
mean, you know,
Like,
a
he
lot
looked
of
weird.
even in your little stand-up, all these comedians they had hard childhoods, and then that's where the talent comes from. That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, but that's not all of us, right? I mean,
A lot of great people come from hard times.
it
you know
does.
what I'm saying? Like Shannon, Shannon's father was pit fighting. We talked about many times, and look at
he would be a hilarious.
You think she'd
stand-up.
be sitting in that fucking booth, being the producer of the biggest podcast in all of the globe of the world?
Mommy, how many-
If her father wasn't disappeared on Wednesday nights from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and come back with black eyes, she wouldn't be here, Angelo. She'd be in a pizzeria. She'd be cleaning tables at a pizzeria, married to a dude named Sal, Angelo.
I know.
Sal.
That's
it.
it. That's the name
And
of the
he wouldn't
pizzeria.
let nobody talk to her like those Italians. It's very controlling.
Yeah.
They're very controlling.
Would she'd work? She'd be working at
She'd be
Sal's?
working at that fucking Sal's Pizzeria, and he would only be on that because he'd be a low-level mobster who's laundering money for the mob. Because pizzeria is all cash business, Angelo.
It really
the mob is involved in that shit.
It is. In all types of ways, right? Like they've smuggled heroin through pizzerias and cocaine,
all that shit,
launder money.
Yeah, because
they know how to do it. They know how to fucking do it.
That's it. Bagel stores too, but you wouldn't have known that till you were 17. You was like, oh, that's another bread store? What they selling there? Shit, when you learn to read, Angelo, 17? When you saw bagel, what you thought it said up there?
Bagel.
And you thought that was a purse? What did you think it was?
Bagel.
You thought it was bagel. You thought it was a store.
I thought it said bagel, ma.
Some adult played a trick on you was a kid and say, see that store?
Yeah.
That's an evil place. Don't ever go in there.
Okay.
And you just stayed away until you're 27. You had your first fucking bagel. That's child abuse.
I was 13.
13 years old to have that's child abuse.
But I made up for it. I ate a lot of bagels after that.
You made up a
lot of bagels.
Yeah.
A lot of bagels.
A lot of bagels and bagalis.
Mommy, what's
the difference between a bagel and a bialy?
And a bialy.
I mean, shit, that's like
I don't think the bialy
Ralph Lauren's polo and chaps, right?
Kinda,
yeah.
But I don't think the bialy has a hole in it.
Oh.
I don't think the bialy has a hole.
Okay, that's it.
Shannon, am I right?
Shannon.
I'm looking it up.
She's going to find out.
I don't think a bialy has a hole.
Pizzerias.
Bialy is a flatbread roll that's made from gluten flour.
So
bagel is bread that contains malt. One difference is that the malt in bagel converts into sugar, whereas it does not happen in a bialy.
So bialys is healthier for you?
I think so.
Oh.
I need to get on this bialy. I can't resist a good bagel, Angelo. I tell you, I do tofu spread.
Do you?
I do just tofu scallion.
Tofu scallion?
Tofu scallion.
Do you really?
It tastes exactly like cream cheese. And the scallion is a strong flavor.
You were like really in love with this spread.
I don't love I'm New York City as shit.
But like
bagel pizza, that's my life right there.
But just now you just went someplace when you're telling me about the spread.
Toasted onion bagel.
A toasted onion bagel.
Absolutely. Maybe you put a tomato on that. That's a secret weapon. A lot of people, that's underrated. To take a tomato and give it a little wetness to there, Angelo.
Right. Oh, that's nice.
Absolutely.
Well done. Shani, what's your preference again? It's cream cheese and
Yeah, it's everything bagel, toasted, cream cheese, and tomato.
That's it.
Yeah.
You go back to Bensonhurst a lot, Shannon?
No, not as much as I like. None of my family lives there anymore.
You need to speak Chinese to go to Bensonhurst now.
Russian,
Yeah, Russians and Chinese living there.
Yeah.
All the Italians moved to Long Island and Staten Island.
Okay.
That's where they at.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, awesome. Hey, we're gonna be we're gonna do this podcast
live.
live.
Sometimes you need to just cherish those quick moments of dead air. They don't happen often because we're really good at what we do.
We go in and then sometimes.
But once in a while, I see that old man brain just stops for a second.
Sometimes this heat is stifling, baby.
That's it.
I'm fucking stifled right now.
Yeah, you looked over there and then you looked back at me and there was silence. I was like, where we going? Put this car in drive, Angelo. We in neutral.
Sometimes I look to you to help me. Sometimes I look to you to say, Ma, please get me out of this. Get me out of this hole. Bring me back.
That was a little Buddhist moment of silence.
Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was. Cool.
But
but Shani, I have to be honest. I lost track of time. How long have we been up?
41 minutes.
We've been up.
Holy shit.
41 minutes.
41 minutes.
What
it only feels like 41 minutes.
Yeah, about 42.
It feels about 41, yeah.
All right, so we're wow, that kind of flew by. That was nice.
We're doing another live
We're doing
podcast.
another live podcast at the Gotham Comedy Club, August 23rd, everybody. Are you kidding me?
New York City, get your shit ready.
Yep.
9 o'clock. What was it? No,
8
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Gotham Comedy Club, August 23rd.
It's going to be crazy.
Get your fucking tickets at Gotham Comedy
We're going to have
Club.
guests, right? We're going to have guests?
Yeah,
let's have guests.
We're going to have
like last
special
time.
guests.
Yeah.
They're going to be announced real soon.
Okay.
We might try to get the fucking Viper for this. How crazy would that be? Holy shit.
Yo, can we get the Viper?
Yo, that's it.
Yo, let's get the Viper. Oh, baby, that'd be hilarious.
Can get the Viper.
That'd be awesome. Let's get the Viper.
Oh, my God. We get her whole family. Get her aunt, too.
She'll be there.
Get her mom.
We'll get her there.
Get her mom to explain what the hell made us hang in so long.
Yo, her aunt was
love.
Aunt, you met her aunt?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Her aunt was the one that
she was your drinking buddy for the rest of the night. Yeah, she was fun too. She
would take a picture of us and then a picture of her.
Yeah, she's Brooklyn as shit. Yeah. She used to go to Brighton Beach, right?
She still does.
She still go to Brighton Beach.
So we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be August 23rd, Gotham Comedy Club. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna have special guests. It's gonna be amazing. Maybe the Viper. I think that'd be kind of
Shannon, you went to Nellie Bly as a little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she Brooklyn. Yeah, Shannon Brooklyn is shit.
What's Nellie Bly?
Nellie Bly is like a theme park. In Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't
Where?
know that? I
Where?
grew up in Dallas, yes, but I know that too. I know that too.
You know that too?
'Cause I have a lot of friends who grew up in Brooklyn who used to go there. And who, you know, sometimes
What part?
I
What
work
part?
with people like that.
What part of Brooklyn is Nelly Bly?
Right there off the Bell Parkway.
Yeah.
Where though? What part? Right off the Bell Parkway way.
But,
Is
Nelly
it Bay,
Bly.
Bay Ridge?
I'm
or
not from Brooklyn.
Bell Parkway runs the length.
Shannon, where is it?
I guess it would be
Close
like
to Sheepshead-
Bensonhurst-ish.
Bensonhurst, yeah,
It's maybe like
kinda.
Caesar's Bay, where Caesar's Bay used to be.
Yeah. Toys R Us down
Caesar's
there.
Bay, Caesar's Bay Plaza.
Yeah, where that used to be. Like where the
Yeah.
Toys R Us, like right by the water, right over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
When you're from the Bronx, you don't really come to Brooklyn, right? Unless you need to do a rap battle or, or you. So I feel like you grew up in the Warriors movie. You came out to battle. You had gang wars. Did you come with your bottles like that for the Coney Island crew?
I put my vest on with no shirt, and I knew it was gonna be on, baby.
Yo, you grew up a long time ago, Angelo.
I love that movie.
Holy
I
shit.
saw that movie in the theaters, man, in 1979.
Holy shit!
movie was
You
the
spoke
shit.
English in 1979.
I spoke English. And
Angelo,
I,
you a
I had
relic.
just, I may have just had my first bagel around that time, right? 79. I was about 13.
I can't believe you saw the Warriors on a big screen.
On the big screen, I
Holy
did.
shit.
It was dope.
Holy
and
shit.
when Ajax was doing like the speed bag on the strap,
Yeah.
oh my God, it was dope, man.
Yeah,
It was
that's
amazing.
it.
And it was fascinating on how all the different gangs. Why really? This the baseball gang.
Yeah, they need to go back to gangs like that who
Yeah,
did that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be an easier life.
Yeah, they clink those but that's famous. Warriors
Yes,
come out and play. Now they chant that at the Golden State games. Warriors.
Oh yeah, they do, right?
Warriors.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
right.
They do. All right, this has been fantastic. This is the Rigorous Podcast. I'm Angelo.
Oh, wait a
That-
second, real
Okay,
quick. We got a
whoa.
we got
Oh.
we got a question. That's it. Let's do that and get out of here.
Let's just do that. And if we get out of here, we get out of here.
Okay, we stay forever. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Okay, so Shani, we have a question. I think.
Yes, we do. It's from Sonia. Hi, Queen, Maurica, Angelo, and Shannon. I'm a woman of a certain age, 40s, and I'm starting to question what's appropriate or not for my age.
What's appropriate for what?
for her age.
Okay.
In her 40s.
Okay.
It's cute when a millennial or an elderly lady cuts loose and dances at a party, getting sexy, etc. But when a woman in her 40s does, it's heard. I've heard people whisper, look at her desperately trying to cling to her youth. 40s is truly the middle age, but also the age where women seem to disappear to people. Like no one really wants her to act youthful. What's your plan and advice for a panther growing older, having fun, and not looking foolish doing so? How do you make 40s kinetic as fuck? I love you, Bish.
Holy shit, that's a good question.
That's quite a question.
Sonia, whoever you are, you really asking a good question here.
That's a
and that's
fantastic
one that I
question.
really want to answer.
Yeah.
First of all, fuck those people. Fuck everybody. I'm telling you, people, listen to me.
That's it.
You can't think about what people can't think about.
Nope.
You can't live that way, Angelo.
That is the philosophy of this show.
That's what it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I just go hard, I go in. You think Shannon cares about what people think? This bitch got a rainbow in her head, and it's not even Pride Month. This shit is she has whenever she has it during Pride Month. She got all types of colors in her hair, Angelo.
It's always pride for her.
Absolutely, you don't care. You should have dyed your hair black 5 years ago to look younger. You in the entertainment business, motherfucker, but you don't care. You don't care. People think you're 67 because you rigorous as shit. I'm telling you.
Stop being low key happy.
Stop being low key. I'm telling you, I throw that shade on you all the time, right? Listen, Sonia.
Stop being low key
And I'm
happy.
serious. You cannot care what fucking people think.
Nope.
Because people, if somebody is really hating on you, you know what they're projecting.
Yeah.
Because anyone who's rigorous with their shit, they kinetic with their shit, they not looking down on anybody. They don't feel like they got to push anybody. The reason why they talking shit is to build themselves up. Because they don't have any self-esteem.
Absolutely.
So you hit that fucking dance floor sexy.
Hard.
It's all about the confidence. I'm telling you. Boys respond to confidence.
Yep.
And all types of boys out there that like different shapes and ages of women, you go out there, you own that dance floor. Pop that pussy right there on that floor.
Boom.
That's it.
This is the Rigorous Podcast. I'm
And
Angelo.
go fuck a younger guy. And an older.
Fuck whoever
Mix
you
it
want.
up.
You're in your 40s.
Just like you mix
Live your
it.
life.
Live your fucking life. 40s is the best age.
Tell me about it.
Best age. But listen, you have to take care of yourself too for the health reasons. Boys are superficial. So I'm also practical, Sonia. So hit that gym, do those squats. That's it.
I'm Angelo. That's Shanny. That's the Queen. See you later. Peace.